Hi guys, welcome. If this is your first time here, it is Bold TV and hope to see you again. This is basically a book review channel. What I do here is I basically review books, and I'm not done with most of my books yet. The plan is to review every other book, so I do have a lineup from other authors that we will be, of course, I'll be doing some reviews on some of their books as well. Okay, now the book that I'm still on is this book here. The title of the book is Things Your Domestic Workers Would Love to Tell You But They Will Not. Okay, and this book is a bestseller on Amazon and any other platform that sells books as well. You should be able to find this one. This book is actually a really good guide if you're someone that is planning or has the help of either caregivers, nanny, living in caregiver, house help, or sometimes they call them housekeepers, house managers, whichever way you want to call. Those are still amazing professions. They are professionals, but they are also telling us that there are things that they would love to tell their bosses or boss, but they will not. Okay, and if you look at the previous videos, we discussed a few things that some of these domestic workers don't want to know, and I think I told you guys in the previous video is if you are having family issues, there is something maybe there's a quarrel or an argument or misunderstanding between you and your spouse or partner. They actually don't care and they don't want you to be telling them those things, but in reality they can really tell you not to. Okay, and so if you check out the previous videos, you will find this information there, and there are also other stories that I'll be telling you guys within this book, which is the one that is really interesting and weird. Is that this woman hired a living-in caregiver, and the caregiver was actually helping her mom, but she's also has experience as a house help, so she was helping with help around the house, and once in a while she will babysit. But what the mom didn't know is that she actually practiced witchcraft, right? And of course, it's a Christian family. They are a Christian family, but they were not really, taking the faith up to the next level. So for the longest time, she didn't know. Apparently, she was actually the nanny was now teaching the woman kids some witchcraft. So basically, when she found out, things went really bad. And as I told you guys in previous videos, is it's not always the case, but try to hire someone that get time to know them, understand their faith, what they're believing in and whatnot. If things don't align, then at least at the beginning of the hiring process, you can choose other workers, or you can you do have the option, because usually when you are trying to hire, you probably have 3 or 4 candidates, right? So you can choose the one, even though it's not closest to your faith, or someone that has similar beliefs as you are. Otherwise you will be shocked. Okay, and those things are real. And of course, when she confronted the nanny or the caregiver, and she told the mom is like, well, I wanted the kids to believe in something, because you guys in this house, even though you said you're Christian, you're not really following the word, so you can't really blame me because you didn't tell me in the contract not to do so. So it's interesting. I feel like if you are trying to hire a nanny, I don't know, maybe this video is for one person that is trying to hire a nanny. So if you're trying to hire a nanny, it looks like you have to now, especially now in 2023, you have to include such things in the contract. Please, any belief that you have, keep it to yourself. Do not translate it to my family or my kids or whatnot. So anyways, long story short, the woman actually did take the caregiver, to court, and the caregiver actually won the case because she said, you know what, if she didn't, say anything in the contract. So she was leaving everything to me, and there is no proper guidance in the house. So I had to basically take over of the house, take over the household, right? So the essence of this story is you have to be very careful with, some people do have certain practices. Sometimes it will be whether they call it white or dark witchcraft, it's still witchcraft. So it's if you're trying to hire someone, just make sure you're hiring someone that is coming to live in your house, cook for your family. You guys are going to share meals and whatnot. You just want to make sure that you guys are of the same faith or of the same belief. That way down the road, pardon me, there won't be any sort of misunderstanding, right? Or you ending up in court, losing all this extra money, giving lawyers when you could have done your homework in the beginning. So anyways, why am I making this video? I'm making this video to tell you is that now in 2023, I don't know, I can't believe I'm saying this, you have to draft your contract really carefully. I feel like you actually need to have a lawyer look at it. Don't just do a contract. I think I did something similar where I was renting one of one of my space, and I put a contract up on myself, but I didn't include a lawyer or anything. So I feel like things like caregiver, house help, you really need to draft your contract very properly, and you need to make sure that you get the support or at least an assistance of a lawyer. These days, there are certain clinical law offices that they can just assist you. You can just, I'm sure you can still pay them something, but their role is just to assist, but they don't have to appear in court with you. You can, do your talking, but it's very important that they help you draft a proper contract if you want to, bring in a stranger into your household. Because if you're bringing a stranger, you're bringing a stranger that has their beliefs, they are set on their ways, they probably come from a different culture that might be different than yours. A lot of things might be different. Even communication, interpersonal communication might not be the same, right? So so just do that so you don't end up in such a similar situation. Okay, anyways.